Hey, welcome back. I'm going to continue with the chess set here, and today I'm going to draw the rook. Like the pawn, I'm going to use the same base that I had before, and with this base, I'll just continue drawing the next piece. So with the pawn, I use the revolve. With the rook, I'm going to use loft. And to do a loft, you have two sketches, and then it fills in or extrudes between those two sketches. And I'm actually going to have that second sketch on a different plane, so I'll show you how to make a new plane as well. But to begin here, I'm going to do a sketch, and you can actually have a sketch on the actual surface of your part, right? So I'm not on one of my standard planes here. I'm on this top of my base here. I'm going to go ahead and use my use button, right? Use button is projecting that surface onto my plane that I'm sketching on, and I'm actually just going to hit check mark. That is the sketch. That's the big bottom of the loft, the first sketch of the loft that I'm going to extrude up or loft up. But then I'm going to go over here and hit plane. And I'm going to offset a plane from this surface up, right? And now this is giving me a new plane to do a sketch on, to draw a sketch on. I'm going to offset this plane by 1.25. Hit check mark. And just before I hit check mark, look, there's a bunch of different types of planes, but I'm just doing an offset here. So now this sketch or this plane is where I can do a sketch from. So I chose a new sketch and I'm going to hit that plane. And just like before, I'm going to go ahead and hit that use button, and I'll show you there. Look, it's projecting that up onto there. I'm going to change my view now that I'm looking down. I'm going to get out of use, and I'm going to now offset. I'm going to offset this inwards by 1/8. All right, so I'm going to offset my bottom up to my top, or loft up to the top here with this command here, loft. And you choose two sketches on two different planes that you're going to loft between. So I'm going to loft from there to there. Look at that. I've lofted between the two. I'm doing add, make sure it's merging. And there's my bottom of my rook. I had that second circle there that I'm going to use for the top. So let's turn my sketch back on. And I'm going to extrude this now. I'll extrude this whole thing. All right, so make sure you're clicking on both, otherwise it's going to want to make it a separate part. And I'll extrude this whole thing up, 0.5, enter, check mark, turn off my plane, so you can see things a little better. That sketch in the background, turn that off too. I'm almost done with my rook. I'm going to do one more thing. I'll start making those turret things on the top. I'll actually use a circular pattern for that. We use the linear pattern to make the chessboard. For here, we'll do a circular pattern. So I'll do a sketch up top here. Let's do that use button again, project my sketch onto this. And then I'll draw a circle here, and we'll make the diameter of this guy 0.625. Enter. So now I have two circles. And now I'm going to give myself a construction line straight up, just so I can measure things off of it. That's not actually going to be part of my sketch. And then I'll draw two lines coming up here. They don't have to be perfect right now, because we'll add dimensions to start defining it. So first one will be a dimension between this line and this line. And I'll set that to 30. This line and this line. I'll also have that one 30. I could mirror these as well, but I'm doing it this way. Let's make this 0.1, enter. You'll notice now it's defined. We'll make this 0.1 as well. And now I have a little slice here that I'm going to orbit around, or circular pattern around. So go into here, circular pattern, click and click. It automatically is assuming my center point, which is great. And then the amount of times that it's going to actually array around. So double click that now, make that 6. Yes, these parts are undefined. You can start defining them as well. I should be doing that. Hypocritical of me not to, but I'm hitting that green check mark. And then from here, we'll do a remove this time. And I'm going to remove the little slices that are in here all the way around. And we're going to go down 0.25, check mark. Whoopsies. Forgot to also remove the center circle. There you go. Now we're looking like a rook. And then last step, again, for 3D printing purposes, I'm going to fillet that thing, curve that out, make that easier to 3D print. This little thing you don't really notice, but go for it if you want to. Fillet that too. When you 3D print it, it'll be Pretty smooth and negligible. But there it is. There's our rook. Good luck, have fun.